Well, long time no talk, guys. It's been a minute. It's been a while since we've had just this one-on-one time, just me and you, doing a little chit chatting, a little convo, a little shooting the shit, as they say. Um, so what's been going on? Why haven't I been posting? And who am I talking to in this hypothetical viewership thing going on between you watching me? Like, who is the viewer that I'm directly speaking to? I don't know. If I would have to guess, it would probably be people from my friend group or from high school or just some sort of acquaintance. For whoever it is, whether you are somewhere international, somewhere foreign to me, thank you for watching. I don't know why I'm specifically shouting you out, but I think it's mostly because I think it's really cool that people from all over the world can have a connection to to me and to watch my videos and to make a real connection. And I think that's like the beauty of YouTube. Honestly, I don't want to narrow my audience at all. I don't want to direct this message to anyone in particular. I think this is just going to be more for myself. But if you ever want to have a sort of discourse on the subject that I'm bringing up, which today is creativity, then feel free to leave something in the comments, and I would be glad to respond and do some stuff. It's been a while since I've posted. It's been a few months. And the reason why I haven't been posting is it's tricky talking about this because I don't want to throw anyone under the bus, and I don't want to cast blame on anyone, and I don't want to create this thing where it's their fault and not mine, which is totally my fault to to create videos and to create projects that people like or make an idea that people enjoy. Some people aren't going to be thrilled about the kind of ideas that you make or the ideas that you have, and that's shitty. Of course it is. Like, you're always going to get someone that's not going to vibe with whatever video idea or style of comedy that you're trying to do. And so I have all these ideas for sketches, all these ideas for maybe like some short films, a series. I'm writing still, but I'm also really focusing on school and connecting with other people and trying new things, having experiences. I think that's one of the most important things you can do in life is that's a whole nother thing though. We're not going to get into that. So we're going to think narrow. We are going to get on this, we're going to stay on this topic and we're going to discuss it as fully as possible. Okay, so the creativity. I had ideas, and you work with people, and sometimes they're not going to want to do whatever you want to do, or they're not going to like what you're going to have to say, or maybe there can be so many setbacks to whatever you're trying to do, right? Like, the thing, I guess what I've learned so far is that if no one's going to do it for you, just got to do it yourself. And or make refine your ideas, put them into scripts, make them easier for people to do because they are spending your time. They're spending their time to help you on your project. And I think freedom of speech is really important when it comes to creativity. And I'm not gonna start some like political controversy over this video, even though I don't see the audience I have really attacking me for. I where I stand with like freedom of speech is I feel like you should be able to say what you have to say. I think some speech, like hate speech and stuff, shouldn't be protected necessarily, or maybe free speech should have consequences. I mean, everything you say, everything you do you should be held accountable for those things. But to be able to share ideas, you can correct people's ideas, or you can share different perspectives, and you can grow as a community. And I think even though the process may take longer for the change that you want to see, the more that you love another person instead of like you try to change someone's mind out of love, not out of hate. So you don't go into some political discourse or some sort of creative idea with hostility. You don't say, hey, here's my beliefs, you should believe them too, and then not list the reasons why, or just like force, or put people in a box. And I think that's so easy. That's like such an easy thing to do, is put people into boxes. And I disagree with that wholeheartedly. I don't think I think you should look at people complexly. I think people are complex. I think I feel like most people are very misunderstood sometimes. You might see a person and see black and white, but you don't know their struggles. You don't know what they've been through. It's just frustrating trying to have a project and trying to get it out. And I'm scared of making things at times because I'm scared of what the people around me are going to say. And that is such a common fear. I am not the only one that's alone with this. It's just like, if you put out something that may be controversial or may be offensive or something like that, like, I'm not going to be an edgelord or edgelord. Ugh. What I would say is, to be creative, you have to know that you're going to risk something. And you're going to risk a lot. And right now, I've been risking a lot, you know. It's difficult. You don't really know what to do because no one's guiding your creativity. It's just you and in your ship, and you get to guide it wherever you want to go. If you want to take it this place, you can. There's no, especially if you're so small, like one individual, you can take your creativity wherever you want to. But creating things and making things happen in fruition, you know, that's it's much harder than people give credit. You know, people don't give credit to people who make creative content. I hope I can find someone with ideas, expand on those ideas, and then create an environment or a community around those ideas, and then create content that me and a few other people want to see. And I think I'm trying to find my own little niche, my own little segment in this giant ocean that is YouTube. I just see myself creating some of the same content that other people make. And I don't want to do that. I want to make something new. I want to do something that's never been done before. And that's such a, you know, cliche thing to say. I think everyone's intention isn't to regurgitate the same kind of bullshit, but more than ever that it's prevalent that I want to do that. But the thing is, I've posted things that I am not particularly proud of on this YouTube channel so far. And I think that's going to continue to happen because even though some of the ideas I don't like, some of those ideas can actually turn out really well. What I've learned so far through all this like trial and error is that you just have to start. You just have to try. Trying's everything. If you don't try, you're just going to stay in the same place. You're going to get complacent. You're not going to go anywhere. And I think, especially being creative, at some point you have to just let go of this idea, you know, this idea of perfection at the beginning. You don't reach perfection through one video. You don't reach perfection through a couple videos. It's an ongoing process to find your voice, to find what you want to do. And I hope you stick around. To whoever is watching these, I really appreciate you coming on and watching what I do. And I'm working on stuff. And I know there's not an audience that that really is like latching onto my content yet, but I hope the people that do watch and still are intrigued by the content I've created so far, that could see it going somewhere. I hope you stick around. I really do. So yeah, I think there's a lot to do. I think there's a lot of growth that will be happening over the next couple of months. If you managed to get through this video, thank you. I appreciate it. That's kind of all I really had to say.